Hey folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to Let's Play a little bit of Cities in Motion. Yeah, so, this game is not going particularly well, and certainly if I wasn't recording this, I probably would have given up on it and just started over again, because, as I've said before, Cities in Motion is actually a lot more of a puzzle game, in a sense, than a simulator, especially because as is, the campaign, it's just a fixed series of maps and whatever. And then, of course, you can take different approaches, but ultimately, at a certain point, you've sort of solved the problems or you haven't. And in this one, I certainly have not, as I'm kind of exploring the system and trying to figure things out. One thing is for certain, I need to cut costs. There's no doubt about it, we are losing tons of money. One of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and drop these fare catchers down, because they really are accounting for quite a bit of stuff. And I think I can safely drop the wages over here. I mean, their happiness is going to drop. They're not going to ignore that many passengers. Let's keep them at 3% ignoring people. And we'll leave these guys relatively the same. So that's one. And I'm going to try to keep prices just in the white here. Sort of get rid of this greeniness. I am bothered by the fact that it seems that you have to micromanage these prices quite a bit. I kind of wish there was a tool or some option where you could just hit, listen, auto-adjust the prices so that they always stay in the white, or always in the green, like the light green, just barely green kind of thing. Or even in the yellow, depending on how things are going. So that would be nice, but we don't have that. The game is not paused, not going particularly fast. We'll go to medium speed now. Other than that, I don't know. I think part of the problem, from what I've been reading on the forums, it sounds like buses are not particularly huge moneymakers. And really, the best you can say about buses is maybe that they just feed your trams and especially your subways, or rather metros. The problem is at this point I don't have any money for that. I suppose I could go ahead. See, we've like massively reduced our deficit here. I suppose I could take out a loan. And give that a try. How much would it cost to build some of these metro stations? I feel at the very least I should attempt to build. Oh, they're not that expensive, actually. Bus depot number 6 needs more vehicles. Well, I'm willing to bet that we have some buses that are not currently occupied. Vehicles. Oops. That last one say you're standing around? Good. You can go to bus depot number 6. And we'll see if that helps. The other thing I'm sure is that my schedules are probably not quite as optimized as they could be. So yeah, we're going to build one metro line just to say that we did. And you know what? Maybe we'll service the sort of eastern side of this island over here because it's a little bit under-serviced now, so we'll see about building a little metro line. We're going to make sure that it can connect to some of these other stops and see how that goes. So, once again, we need to start with the depot. And again, the depot doesn't do anything in and of itself. The depot doesn't pick up customers, as far as I know. The other weird thing about the depot is that even if you're planning on building just a pure subway system, the depot actually starts your train tracks above ground, which I guess is not that unreasonable. But that's the way it is. Now the depot doesn't actually have to touch any roads, right? And if it does, it actually flips around and then your rail will have to come out of there. And I almost find that kind of inconvenient. The problem is I actually don't know where to start this depot in any sort of that's so not what I wanted to do. I thought this game that was click and drag to move things around, but apparently it is not. I can't remember. Oh, it's middle mouse button to rotate. Although, is it not? I've been playing too many games. I mean, I guess I need to make sure that it's got enough space. Right click. There we go. That's what I want. And I want to force it in this direction. Because I want to make sure it has enough space to go underground. So now we can go to construct the roads. We're going to go metro track. We may as well double track it over here. And we're going to start from this station. We're going to click once to set a point. And then we're going to click down. I think... Is 4 meters enough? Oh my god, it's ridiculously expensive. Okay, never mind. We are not taking this route. I mean, when you go down and you go up, the cost of things dramatically changes. But I hadn't realized quite how much, so we definitely can't afford to go metro, which is very frustrating. Let's go and rebuild the tram track. God, we're freaking broke. We're not losing quite as much as we were a second ago. And I still feel that trams are the way to go. Traffic is terrible. Really? It's all people going to and from over here, although it's all on this elevated highway. And we're not going to give people alternatives that way. Is there another bridge? There's this one. So this seems like a good potential is to build a tram that goes across this way. Seems like a pretty decent idea. Where is the traffic going? Like, where is it getting off? It's all over here. Apartment building way over there. Commercial building way over there. Wow, that is a long way for you to go for work, honey. Okay. Excuse me. We are going to tram. And we'll start with the basic. And yeah, we will go ahead and put it here. Now, expect that we will have to take out a loan. I suppose I can pause at this point. We will have to take out a loan to get this going. Oops. That's so not what I wanted. Tram track. 2 ways. There we are. Oh, right, and I have to make sure that it's on the outside so that the stops can actually be serviced. And we are ultimately going this way. And here. There we go. Not enough money, so let's go and take out a big loan. Oh, the interest goes up. Alright. 20K. Hopefully that's enough, and hopefully I haven't screwed up. No matter what, though, this is going to be the last evening for this game, so we are either going to win or fail spectacularly. Either way can be a heck of a lot of fun. Oh, the proper avenue is over here, the one that's nice because it won't interfere with traffic, so maybe we'll go ahead and take a corner over here. And we will not make the same mistake as last time. We would build the impossible long route. That isn't broken up. I mean, this is a long route, but we're going to put a couple of little detours and make each route a little shorter. Still lots of traffic here. And these tram tracks are actually not going to help the situation. So we'll make sure to build a depot right over here. This is going to be the end depot, I suppose. We'll lose some buildings, but we can build at this intersection. That's right, we learned that trick. Learned that last time. Tram tracks from here into the station. Lovely. But it is definitely too long, so we're going to build one more in betweeny. Right here, I'm going to say. Like so. In and out. Okay. Escape. Click for some reason because it keeps losing the focus on my mouse wheel zoom. Now we need some stops. So I did get these combination stops, which I think are going to be awfully cool. There's some DLC available for the game. There's actually quite a bit of it, especially if you've got, if there's a particular model of train or whatever that you're interested in. Can't remember the... Oh, pause. There's space to pause. You know, and I don't know how much game effect they do. Some might be more efficient or better costed, or, you know, more of a sweet spot for the amount of passengers you want to travel with or carry, rather. You know, there's all sorts of options like that. But I really like these bus, trolley, tram stop combinations. I think that's really going to encourage people to actually use the various services. Can I upgrade? And I can. Oh, but I didn't realize it has the same radius as an actual bus stop. That is really, really interesting. Whereas, as we know, the tram stops are not bigger. They're the same. Was I dreaming this whole time? For some reason, I thought the tram stops were much larger. I mean, I don't need to do full upgrades everywhere, just where there's already kind of that crossover. And meanwhile, I can just build the cheaper ones. I do want to build one that goes in the opposite direction here, like so. And then here, here, here. Where's that? There it is. Wait, oh, crap. That's not even on a track. Where does my track turn off? Here, there it is. So it's just this last one that's inappropriate. Okay. Take a corner that way. Right, and then we want the exchange like that, so people can go from one track to the other. I guess in both directions. Depending on exactly where they want to go. And I suppose we'll put in another combination one right here for the upgrade. Okay. So let's get that going. Make sure we haven't made any critical mistakes here. Toggle all visibility. That's not what I want. Create new line. That's what I want. Add from here to there. Good. Okay. Things seem to be working. That one needs to be deleted as well. Had not realized. Into the station, then back. Back. The game definitely has UI sort of failures. There's no doubt about it. It can use some work in the user interface, and hopefully there'll be lots of patches and loveliness. And we're all crossing our fingers for that. Okay, so we've got one complete route there. The depot will need at least 3 trams. And I guess we'll try to keep costs lower. Run that. Now we have our track going. We need stops. And we can get rid of this one. Now, there's not actually a big distance there, but that's okay. The short routes are not a problem. But what we will do, actually, is perhaps upgrade some of these to crossover spots. Can I not put the combination? Oh, I can't on the inside. Alright, well that's fine. So we'll just use the trolley stops, or the tram stops rather. And make sure we've got an actual bus stop over here that's connecting to everything else. Okay, so we've got that. Create another line, add some stops. You're going from here to here, there, and then back. Only needs 2 vehicles, which is like very nice. You get a couple of those. Purchase. We still have a little bit of cash left. We need a depot over here. These are buses. These are stops. Is that the closest depot? I need to maybe toggle the visibility on the buses. I can probably toggle the visibility on the stops as well. I'm going to need them in a second. Yeah, it looks like this is the closest, or not, the closest depot. Which is fine. So now bus structures. Oh, these can be the doubles. You know what? We'll put them in both directions, just cause that's probably silly. But what the hell? So we've got that, and then we won't make that the only stop. Well, we've got enough stops in the area actually. That's fine. So now we just want to create a new bus line. Lines. Create new. Add. Start from here. This goes in the wrong direction. Is there like a good... There we are. Something like that. Depot 7 has tons of vehicles available. Oh, it's just going to be a time of day date thing, I think. Alright, and then we just have to keep an eye on our pocketbook. So yes, our expenses went up again, as expected. We should check the ticket prices. They don't need a change yet. And hopefully people will start using the service. It's looking alright. Yeah, so my buses lose tons of money. My trams make crap tons of money. I mean, I only have, you know, like a handful of lines there. Bus depot number 8 needs things. So, and let's move some things. Number 8. Number 8. Oh, this place has no vehicles. Or it does. It's 2 of 2. It should be fine. What the hell's it whining about? It was just a temporary thing. We don't want to overdo it. Again, our costs are kind of a big problem. Yeah, I'm still convinced that some of these things don't work properly. I mean, this thing is definitely serviced. I don't know. We'll see what happens there. And yeah, they're serviced. We should be getting money off these things. So again, there may be something that I'm doing wrong or not understanding. Tram depot number 5. Do I want to steal them from 7 again? 7's probably going to have a shortage at some point. And I'm not even convinced, like, it's at 3 of 3 technically. It's just a little bit of an overflow issue, and maybe I don't need to worry about those quite as much. Just like a slight timing issue. As one's coming home, just as it's supposed to leave. Last departure missed, yeah. But it's not worth buying any more for that. So, I mean, we definitely overtook a loan, which means paying a little more in interest. Although, wow, this is, like, really good. Okay, so now you guys know trams are the way to go. A lot of our expenses for the buses is actually going towards energy. It's possible that going trolleys is a good idea. You do pay a little bit more. Yeah, see, bus. Or, Bus Depot 7 is having issues right now, but it's not that bad. It's bus line 23 has too many for some reason. It's probably running into traffic. So yeah, it's possible that trolleys, again, I keep saying trolleys when I mean trams, but in this case I mean trolleys. Trolleys are very much like buses, except that you need to build electric lines along the road. So they're like a hybrid between buses and trams. So I think that they have a far lower associated energy cost with them. So it's entirely possible that they are very good. Wow, we're doing all right. All right, bus depot number 7. I will go ahead and buy you a tiny bus, because that's just the kind of guy I am. Actually, right now we would be turning a profit if it weren't for the loan repayment. Penalty fares. Oh, is that from... Oh. You can really make a lot of money with these guys. Wow. Very well. What's the coverage on these? It doesn't show me, really? We are at a third of our way of our goal, So we are serving 5% of the city are currently using our public transit. And as we deploy our web better and better, then that'll work better and better. Unfortunately, I think I've probably just going to bankrupt myself on this playthrough. Again, this is my first game. And this happened all the time in the original cities in motion as well. Even after you've gotten some experience, you go to a new map and they've kind of got a different set of problems. So you takes a different set of solutions to figure it all out. Maybe we can stick. Can we afford some water taxis? Just because it would be, or water buses, just because it would be fun to do once. There's a pier, which I think is the stop, and then depot, which we need one. So let's go ahead and make a nice little circular route for our water taxis. Something like that. How do you get this depot down? Where would you put it exactly? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, these rocky cliffs, really? Alright, well, that'll work for us. This is the depot where they're going to launch from. And then we want piers, which is where people get on and off. Cannot build in the water. Cannot place there. I'm very confused about... Oh, there we go. So that'll have a road connection. I was hoping to get something over here. I suppose I could build some roads out. Alright, because I want it to be serviceable by bus as well. There we go, there's one. Alright, I want it... Actually, I don't even know if the last one was inside the circle. Because the circles overlap, but do they reach each other? I don't know. Is that even a thing? Oh yeah, it's got the stop on the road there, so people will go there. It might be okay. And then... somewhere over here. This is actually very tricky to pull off. Huh. It keeps showing me the circle when it's in the water, but I can't actually build it in the water. I could probably just extend some roads out. I don't know, it feels a little weird, but just a regular road. Let's try that. I'm spending all my money, haven't even bought it. No. Damn it. I didn't want to just build a two-stop one. That's probably not going to make anything. Can we get a third stop somewhere? First experiments with water taxis. There we are. There's a valid one. Not terribly successful. Okay. Good. We've got that. Now let's build a new line for it. I mean, I'm not going to suggest that it's a smart line, but it's a line. So go from here to here. How can you not reach that? Can you not go? Oh my god. These bridges. You can't go under these bridges. They're not drawbridges. This is just not a water taxi map. So that was a huge waste of money. But hey, we've learned something. We've learned that I can actually either bulldoze this stuff or pay huge amounts of maintenance. I wonder if they can get through there. And here, there's still nothing. Yeah, there's like really not much of an opportunity to work those things. I guess I'm just gonna bulldoze them. God, huge fail. So if you're playing on this map, don't build any water buses. Pro tip. All right. And then depot number 7 keeps whining over and over, but I think it's actually got an excess of vehicle. Oh. 5. See, it's mostly there. There's just some of these get stuck in traffic is the problem. Show me this line. Where is it? Right over here. Oh, this line is huge. How did I build such a big freaking bus line? You know what? We're just going to get rid of bus line 15. Does it even make money? No, it loses money. Get rid of that. This thing is crap. It's terrible. I mean, indirectly, these things... There's still another... What is this? Bus line 22. What the F, bus line 22? Why are you so long and terrible? Huh. Or did I delete the wrong one last time? I don't know. It's possible. Sounds like the sort of thing I would do. How are we doing? Oh. Lower some rates. God knows why. Increase some rates. Yeah, I'd like some form of automation on that. That would be really handy. You know, if people are just listening to my wishes, that would be... Can I get some of that, please? So yeah, financially, things kind of suck. Our coverage is improving, so more people are taking our transportation, but... I don't know, tram depot number 5, yeah, it's going to keep whining about that, but it's actually fine. And the fact of the matter is these lines are not oversaturated as is. How's the traffic over here? Is it still super bad? It's still super bad. Some ticket prices are too... Really? What the hell? Okay, I don't like this kind of micromanagement on these prices. It makes no sense at all that we have to work that hard to get stuff done. I guess by having more vehicles at depot number 5, show me the depot. It's not this one. Oh, it's not gonna be this one. Oh, it is. By having some more, some more trams at some of these depots, then. Oh, that's the bus depot. Then they can help with maintenance, and that might be a thing. Yeah, we're probably going to bring this to a wrap because I'm just going to go bankrupt. I would like to restart this and build things quite a bit differently next time. Probably start with more tram lines early on, for one. And again, still use the buses for little feeder things. But I think the big islands here could use a lot more. In fact, they should probably, you know, that should be the primary thing in terms of connecting people left to right and all that. But, I don't know. I still think it's a decent game, but I would like the UI to be stronger. Alright, depot number 5. You get 1 new tram. Nope, we don't. We have no money. I mean, it sort of almost looks like it's going up, but I don't think we're actually turning a profit. We just have to, like, make regular payments, and it's going to drop down here. I mean, it's definitely looking up-ish. Oh wow, I can drop the crap out of that. There, let's keep it at 18. I don't understand. My total is clearly negative. How does it keep going up? There's got to be some payment that I only do like once a day at midnight or some damn thing. Because I feel pretty bankrupty. Oh, there's traffic here. I wish there was a, like, toggle all lines button, like a quick way to do it. Yeah, this is definitely an issue. Maybe I shouldn't have created a 4-way intersection here. Oh no, the problem is this further on. So traffic is screwing my stuff. Now, when you start a brand new city, there's no traffic at that time, so you've got a real opportunity to sort of nip that in the bud. Just encourage people to use public transit before they ever start screwing up the roads in the first place. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of traffic on the roads. And that's what's causing the complaints from some of the tram depots. So I don't actually have to resolve that. Oh, see, there's a nice full tram. Money's still not bankrupt somehow. I don't know. All right. And yeah, adding more trams wouldn't solve the problem. It would actually just make it worse because it would add more traffic to the road. Nonetheless, despite the fact that it looks like maybe I'm not going bankrupt, I think I'm going to bring this to an end. And it was never my intention to do a full Let's Play here. Just fiddle with this mission. And that's clearly gone wrong. It's possible I maybe revisit this game in the future, but certainly don't count on it. We've got way too many things on the docket as is. But it was a hell of a lot of fun to play. Oh, look at the stars. See you next time, folks. Bye-bye.